Hey, welcome back, and in today's video, we have an interesting story for you today. Chris Chan. This is a story that everybody's talking about, and I figured I would put my 2 cents in on it. And well, you need to be warned. Go ahead and drop a couple positivity turtles in the chat below. Warning: this is a TW. This is gross. If you're squeamish, if talk about somebody up with their own mom who's 80 years old is something that you do not want to hear about, or you may want to turn away. That being said, if that has not scared you away and you're ready for this video, if you're unfamiliar. Oh my god, my stomach is hurting. So this is Chris Chan. They are transgender. They go by the pronouns she, her, so we're going to be referring to her as her during this video. Back in the day, they wrote a comic book called Sonichu, which was a cross between Pikachu and Sonic, and this went viral, mostly because people were memeing on it and making fun of it. Google says that Sonichu number 0 is the first issue of Christian Weston Chandler's opus. At this initial stage, the comic was almost entirely about Sonichu or Rosachu. I don't know what this is. Let's read the reviews. I would be doing a disservice if I said this book was good. It's astonishing. It made me go into a depressive episode asking myself why go on. Nothing will ever exceed this. Life has lost meaning. Schools should make students study this closely. Libraries should throw out all current books and replace them with copies of this. It appeals to both young and old, especially old people, for whatever reason. That is very interesting, as today's controversy, which ends with him arrested, has to do with him having a romantic relationship with his own 80-year-old mother. But the biggest issue about this is, I mean, besides it being, well, you don't need me to tell you, his mom has dementia. So she's most likely unable to consent to any type of relationship. There was a couple things that went off online. There was an audio call. I'm going to let you hear that. And there was a couple messages. I'm going to read one of those. Maybe. I haven't got to that yet. This almost certainly led to his arrest, where he was explaining within detail the relationship between him and his mom. This insider article says being held at Henrico County Jail in Virginia after police brought her in on Sunday afternoon. No court date or bond has been set. A representative from the jail said her arraignment will be in Greene County, a sheriff told Newsweek. On Friday morning, an 8-minute recording was posted on Kiwi Farms, a forum dedicated to discussing internet figures that began a way to chronicle Chandler's online presence in 2013. In the recording, someone purported to be Chandler discussed a inappropriate relationship with her 79-year-old mother, Barbara. Chandler has for decades been known in niche online spaces as the creator of Sonichu, an animated character that's crossed between Pikachu and Sonic the Hedgehog. Online discussions about Chandler and the character began around 2000, and her persona became more widely known around 2007. It goes on to say that engaging with inappropriate courses of action in Virginia with one's father and mother is a Class 5 felony. So it's absolutely 100%. So I don't want to hear anything in the comment section defending this type of thing. If anything, we need to focus on how the mother had dementia and probably wasn't able to consent. Oh my god, did I say my stomach's hurting? It's really hurting. Like, before we go any further, I really do think it's important for me to tell you these 2 things right here to do with GameStop. October 2011, Chandler and her mother were arrested after her mother hit a manager of the GameStop store with her car. They paid a fine and underwent community service and a year of probation. Additionally, in 2014, Chandler was arrested and barred from GameStop after she maced an employee who had asked her to leave. This person is subject of many online atrocities and things that are not good, so we can label them as problematic. I'm going to go ahead and play a clip of this leaked audio. Brace yourself.
And, you know, whatever, I just thought that the whole Sonichu franchise was very interesting, and that's how I got into you when I was younger, right? But I didn't have any idea that Barbara was, that Barbara and you had that sort of relationship. I never got any of those vibes. But how did you approach her?
Approached her with care and caution.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a time approach. So I just gave her comfort and talked with her, and we just branched out slow and steady. And then I encouraged her positively, let her make the first move. And she wanted to do it. And
she did? Really? She made the first move?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Wow, Barbara. How did she do it, if you don't mind me asking? What was the first move?
I don't remember exactly. Well, that was her first move, but my approach was... I forgot exactly what terminology and approach I used, but I approached with care and caution.
That's good.
And I was direct and upfront with her for the most part.
That's good. And how did she respond when you approached her? What did she say?
I don't remember exactly what she said, but it was I think she was partially confused at one point, but then she came around, obviously, with the more approaching that I was doing with her along the way.
Right. So she got into it. How was the first kiss? You kissed her. How did that feel? Having known this woman for your whole life, how did that feel?
Oh yeah, I mean it was simple lip to lip kiss contact, but yeah, it was actually good and it felt right.
When did you start having feelings for Barbara?
Obviously for a long time. I mean, I remember even mentioning some time ago in one of my videos that I even had dreams where I had sex with her, obviously.
Really?
So,
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that's right. The Oedipus complex.
Oh, Oedipus, that's right, yeah. Yeah, that's right. How, if you don't mind me asking, I know that's probably personal, you have to answer, but how is this?
I'd say it was satisfactory. It took a while. It took a few tries to...
It took a few tries, yeah. She is older.
And plus, also, she's very understanding about the whole thing as well. I was direct with her, still direct and honest with her. I made sure that obviously, I'm never going to propose marriage to her at all because we're already daughter and mom.
Yeah, mother and daughter. You know, they say there's no stronger bond than a mother and her daughter. Sorry?
We've been doing it every third night, and the first night being on June 27th.
Oh, you have a routine? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, at least you have a stable relationship, because you know it's not going to end. Like, if anything happened, you'd still be mother and daughter. It's not going to be a breakup, right? At least that's comforting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said since June.
It took us a few nights
right.
It took us a few nights to figure out what felt right and what didn't feel right. And
does your mother enjoy it?
She's having a good time, literally.
She is? She's having a good time?
Especially what we figured out.
That's good to hear. Do you guys act more like mother and daughter, or do you guys act more like, lovers? When, say you come home from, the supermarket and you see Barbara, do you say, hey, sweetheart, or do you say, hi, Mom?
Let's read the comments. Absolutely disgusting. Chris is taking advantage of the mother. She's 79 and suffers from dementia. Wish I hadn't listened to this. I don't actually feel up to reading the messages, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them on the screen right here. You can pause to read that. Let me know how you feel about this in the comment section below. I do want to comment on this one part right here where he explains where he's progressing to actually touching her down there, and she said stop. And he actually talks about how he's trying to progress and warm her up to this type of behavior. It's very disturbing, and the way he talks about he's making progress, it's not good. I believe he's 100% taking advantage of her. Something that solidifies this is the fact that he talks about how he knows her memory is bad and how he feels like it's coming back, and he's so proud of her. Just so you guys know, this is Chris's mom right here. This is Chris's mom, Chris. Now, I want to take this very seriously because obviously this is more than just a crime This is disgusting, and I want to talk about the dementia. Google says that dementia is not a specific disease, but is rather a general term for the impaired ability to remember, think, or make decisions that interferes with doing everyday activities. Alzheimer's disease is one of the most common types of dementia. Now, during this call, you heard something very specific where Chris said,
And how did she respond when you approached her? What'd she say?
I don't remember exactly what she said, but it was I think she was partially confused at one point, but then she came around, obviously, with the more approaching.
That's because she's 79 years old and she has dementia and she has no idea what was going on at all. She is arrested. Here's the footage of that.
Yeah, they're arresting Chris Chan here at the hotel.
Gross. That's just disgusting. All right. I want to know what you guys think, because as interesting as it is, there's always something that's more interesting to me. That's right. You guessed it. I want to know what you think. So go ahead and leave your creative and interesting responses in the comment box below. Thumbs up, thumbs like as always, brothers and sisters. I will see you in the next video. Well, not really a lot to say there, is there? Well, I really appreciate everybody for being here. I think it's Wednesday today. Wait, is it Wednesday? Oh, I think this is the second video for today. Monday's video was late, so it should have been out before this, I think. If not, happy Wednesday. Yeah, or yes, that makes sense. All right, good. Okay. That being said, thank you to my patrons. If you guys want to support what I do here on the channel and get your names at the end of my videos like these guys, all you gotta do is click the link in the pinned comment, become a patron, check it out, see if it's something that you want to do. If you do and you feel like it's a good fit for you, that'd be a great way to support me. And it's another way to show that you're repping. If you're not repping Greg and how you do that, I'll just subscribe and notifications turn on, be in the comment section after every single video, because I'm gonna be there. Greg the Cat's gonna be there, and the rest of the Repsol community as well, and I expect to see you there because this channel loves you. Greg.